Welcome back to Behind the Music. This week we're taking a look at Snowmann and the Southern rapper's rise and fall from fame. As is evident in his lyrics, Snowmann draws a lot of inspiration from his childhood.
My daddy, he owned a butcher shop, and I used to work for him from time to time. And this one weekend, it was Memorial Day weekend, and I went in the back into the freezer to get me some lamb chops, and my daddy, he didn't even know I was in there, and he closed the door on me. And I was in there for like 3 days because my daddy closed down the shop, and I was sitting in there, and it was cold, man. It got real cold, and I was sitting in there, and I was like, burn, it's cold. Didn't hit me. Snowman. That's how I got my name, Snowman. Well, after I got my name Snowman, I had my personality, and I was really able to find myself and perform like I could. So I started off at first at like kids' birthday parties and stuff. You know, I used to go there. Some kids get the clowns and stuff, but I showed up and I was the shit, man. They loved me. Them little kids, man, they were climbing all over me. And that's actually, them little kids is where I got most of my inspiration from. They love me. They love me, and I do this for the kids.
Snowmann would go on to achieve success beyond his wildest dreams until drugs and alcohol tore his life apart.
Yeah, I mean, I was at the top, man, for a while. I was at the top, and shit was heating up. People were loving me, but shit was heating up too much. And I mean, think about it. When you heat up snow, it melts. And I ain't melting, all right? I'm too young to melt. I saw the Wizard of Oz. I saw that witch melt, man. That's some crazy shit. I ain't going out like that, man. Nuh-uh. Yeah, so like I was saying, shit was heating up. And the parties were getting crazy. I'm talking wild, man. And I remember this one time after a party, I knew I hit rock bottom because I actually went and I broke into a Carvel ice cream cake shop. And I was sitting in the freezer personalizing birthday cakes. And one in particular was for Katie. She just turned 6 years old. And I was writing, "Happy birthday, Katie." And there was this pink unicorn on the cake. And it looked up at me and was like, "Damn, Snowman, you f***ed up." And I looked back and I was like, "Damn, pink unicorn, I did f*** up." So after that, I went back to my roots, started doing kids' birthday parties again. And now I'm back here, getting ready to release Burr. Yeah, I mean, I think this album's gonna be received like a snowball to the face, you know. It's gonna get cold, but in a good way. The cold's gonna wake the people up, and they're gonna see what real music's like. 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, people are gonna be looking back, and they're gonna be saying, "Burr, man, that's not music." I mean, it is music, but it's not just music. It's like God's word, God's voice, speaking through this young, talented, handsome young man sitting in front of you today. But it's about the kids, man. It's always been about the kids. I love kids. Everyone loves kids. I love kids. Ever since my first hit, "Slob on That Knob," to my latest hit, "Lick That Dick." When I'm saying lick that dick, I'm talking like lick that life, lick that fountain of youth. You know, you can't never stop, can't never slow down, especially not when the kids are counting on you to come out with songs about dick and titties and dick. Alright, well, actually, in my spare time, I like to work with penguins. I love the little guys, because they're birds, but they can't fly, and I can't fly, and I wish we could. So it's something that we share. So what I like to do is I like to go to the zoo, and I like to take the penguins, and I like to transport them from zoo to zoo, so they can go see their other little penguin friends. And so what I do is I take them in my private jet, and I fly them. And when we're doing this, it's great. We look out the window, and we like, damn, man, this is it, man. We living the dream. We flying.